Files, I think it should have everything.
Announced for the record.
Sorry, both times for defense.
And are you Paul Anthony Ramirez?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, on this case, could I have the original motion to revoke?
Whoa, right out the gate, Ramirez pleads true. No hesitation. Folks, in legal terms, this is basically admitting he broke probation rules. But here's the twist, pleading true doesn't always mean maximum punishment. Judges still have wiggle room. What do you think, smart move or not?
I only have the first amended.
Good job.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am, sorry.
Mr. Ramirez, did you review the motion to revoke community supervision and first amended motion to revoke community supervision with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Paul Anthony Ramirez who was placed on community supervision in 2024 CR 009393 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1, 4,200 grams on October 31st, 2024 for a term of 6 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Violation of condition number 4 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Paul Anthony Ramirez did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of April, May, and June 2025 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
State.
No
Any
objection.
objections?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 4 years in the prison?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. Is to grant the state's motion, revoke the defendant's community supervision, reform his judgment to a sentence of 3 years in prison. And the state is going to take into consideration cause number 2025 PF 31486.
Ouch. That's the million-dollar question. The judge is basically saying, other than breaking more laws, did you do anything right? This is the courtroom equivalent of your mom asking why you only brought home Fs and detention slips.
And 2025 PF 31487.
All right, and what are those allegations in those?
It's an unauthorized use, Judge, and a possession condition.
All right. So what has he done on probation other than pick up new cases?
Your Honor, the times that he had missed, and it's, we have waived, those allegations obviously have been waived, but if the court looks at the MTR, he was in Medina County for another offense.
All right.
Fundamental.
So was he ever released while he was on probation?
You did report some of
Yes.
Do you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Paul Anthony Ramirez.
All right, so what have you done other than it's alleged that you picked up 2 new cases?
I reported like 3 or 4 times. I paid those times that I did go report.
All right, so you've reported 3 or 4 times since October 2024.
Whenever I was released from here, I reported like 3 times, three times.
So why are you only reporting 3 times?
Because after that, I was in Medina County.
And in custody in Medina County for what?
Unauthorized use.
All right, and is that an unauthorized use that's alleged to have been committed after he was placed on probation?
And here comes the judge with the hammer. The court is basically saying, you want mercy? Show me why. Guys, imagine being in his shoes. What excuse could you give here? Would you beg for rehab, more time, or roll the dice with prison?
My understanding is yes, Your Honor, but out of an abundance of caution, would just simply ask the court, or we have the summary here. I'd like to, just take a look at the dates just to make sure, but I am pretty sure it was after.
Okay.
Yes,
That was after the new charge after you got released.
yes, sir.
So then here's my question for you. why should I give you less than what you bargained for when the only thing you've done is report 3 times and you picked up a new case, you ended up in Medina County, and then you have 2 new charges here that the state is taking in consideration. And I'm assuming those 2 new charges, was that after he was placed on probation?
Yes, Your Honor, they were called this.
So why?
Well, these cases didn't have nothing to do with me as far as the unauthorized use.
Okay.
How it all happened is, I mean, if you look into it, but
And what were your honor on the unauthorized use here? Basically, he was with a well, I would think that the evidence would suggest, I don't want to put words in about the evidence would suggest that the actual taking of the vehicle was by another young lady in Corpus Christi that he had an engagement with here in Bear County that may or may not have involved provable possession of illicit substances, Judge. But it's not, but in no way are we trying to represent to the court that it's acceptable behavior as we're on while he's on probation. We would ask the court to, though, give some consideration, even though we've been here before. This is a young man who's basically been raised in prison. He went to prison for the first time at, I believe, 14.
Okay, this is heavy. Ramirez admits he needs help with addiction. But here's the real question: should judges give second chances when someone clearly struggles with drugs, or does public safety come first? Drop your thoughts below.
He had some issues with his decision-making, Judge, but the underlying sentence of 4, we think, well, that's the plea bargain process, and so we think the 3 would be fair, but we would yield to the court on that. The other thing that could be done at this time, if he didn't have the cases pending in Medina County, I will say the first thing that came out of his mouth is that he needs help with his, would you agree? Help with I'll let you complete my sentence.
with that, Judge,
Well,
I really do need. Yes,
Okay, good.
I really need help with the substance abuse. That's the whole point of it. I'd rather have take the 3 years of TDC just to, overall, I think it'll help me out than to just go out and do the program, whatever it is.
But I mean, you were given a chance when I placed you on probation to get it together, right?
The problem is the drug problem. I was still.
Oh, no, you could have came here and I would have said, okay, let's take care of your drug issue. Let's give you whatever help you need with drug issues. But you didn't reach out to your probation officer. You didn't reach out to the court. You reached out to take a ride with somebody in a stolen vehicle. And the last time I saw you, did you have the teardrops or is that something new?
No, thank you.
All right. And then the crown.
All the same.
And then the Playboy bunny.
Everything.
And then the dollar sign.
It's all old.
Yeah. How old are you?
28.
All right. You're 28 years old and you went to prison when you were 14. You know, TYC, that's what we would call it.
TDC.
Is somebody sending somebody to TDC at 14?
I think
Medina
Your
County,
Honor,
yeah.
given.
No, I mean, you start out in TYC. They're not sending 14 years old to prison. Then once you become of age, then they will send you to prison. So I can see you.
I was sentenced at 14, then 15, I was in TDC, the Clemens unit, YP. From all the way till I was 21.
Well, is somebody going to sue Texas for sending a 15-year-old to prison?
Boom. Life lesson alert. The judge just shut down the whole "my childhood ruined me" defense. He's saying, own your choices. Tough love, but maybe the wake-up call Ramirez needs.
Your Honor,
I'm always interested in learning new law. There are a lot of defense attorneys in here. Do they send people in Texas to adult prison when they're 15?
Your Honor, I think that just at sometimes, okay, and again, not to contradict what he's saying, but I think sometimes it just kind of blurs and runs in together when you've been in since you're 14.
Well, let me just tell you this.
I can tell you this, there's so
Any legal advice, but if you were sent to prison at 15,
3 years behind bars with drug treatment on the table. Lighter than the max, but still serious time. Do you think the judge was too lenient or fair given the new charges?
somebody needs to file a suit, although the statute of limitations may have ran since you're 28. But this is what I can tell you.
And for the record, Your Honor, obviously, I did not represent him.
No, I appreciate that.
For people in,
This is what I can tell you. At some point, your actions are your own. You can't keep blaming your actions on the fact that you went to TYC at 14. You got to change your life. All right. I'm going to follow the agreement that you worked out based upon what your attorney is saying and what the state is saying with regards to the unauthorized use. I guess that's what we do since the time of Adam and Eve. We still blame the woman for our own actions. So, are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court is going to sentence you to 3 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. I'm going to request the therapeutic community. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors, no residing with minors. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record. When you're released from custody, if you can't find somebody to help you get on the straight and narrow, if I'm still here, you can come back here. I'll find an inpatient treatment facility for you. Now, let me just explain to you the reason why I'm saying no unsupervised contact with minors and no residing with minors is because you really shouldn't be around minors because you'd be a bad influence. And until you get your life together, that's the way it should be. And a lot of women will see you when you come out of prison and they're going to see somebody who's a good catch.
Yes, ma'am.
And we can't have that until you get your life together, okay? All right, good luck to you, all right?